Hey everyone. Okay, this video is going to be about my ideas or new ideas that I have for a new mall. Of course, I've discussed previous ideas in previous videos, but here recently I've come up with even more ideas. And of course, in one of my previous videos, I discussed a better area that I think that this mall should be put in. I feel like it's the perfect spot. It's that area where 24 crosses 43. And that patch, I don't know who owns it. I don't know anything about that. All I know is it looks to me like it's a good spot to put something like a big mall, as well as maybe back behind it some apartment buildings, and also to have like a coliseum on the same property. I think that would be wonderful. But let's start with some of my new ideas for the new mall. Now, I'm going to make another video in the future where I'm going to actually go through, I guess, Google Images or whatever and give people a better visual as to what I'm talking about. But, right now I'm just kind of just going over things as they have popped in my head. Okay. For starters, I would like to totally redo my idea as far as the look of the mall. I think that the mall should look like a castle. Okay, you guys heard me, a castle. Wouldn't that be neat if we had an actual mall that looked like a big, beautiful castle? Whoa, you know what I mean? Talk about something that would generate visitors. It would be like a big attraction, all that. Wow. I mean, oh, that would be so beautiful, So definitely, I think we should create a castle mall, okay? So yeah, and have it be about 3 regular stories. Of course, you want a basement in it, and most likely, a good place for storage and all that stuff, which I'll talk about that later. And a good place to go, like in bad weather. It could serve as like a storm shelter, whatever. But definitely, you want a basement in this building. Then you want your 3 floors, okay? And then you want your roof that can also be utilized for retail area. Like in my other ideas for the mall, I had mentioned about putting a plant or a nursery type business along with some other businesses on the roof of that mall. Well, put them on the roof of this. Just find a good spot and put it there. I think that would be wonderful. There's some ideas that I definitely want to keep, like the details of some of the businesses that I would love to see inside the mall. But also there's things that I want to expand upon that I think would be great for a new mall. But as far as the look inside, I would love for a chess themed look throughout the mall, like with the flooring and with the pillars. I would love to see big pillars that look like chess pieces. I think that would be beautiful. As well as the actual floor, I would love to see it look like, kind of like the checkered look of a chess game. That would be beautiful. Just have big, huge checkered of the floor. Yeah. It could be marble, faux marble, whatever. It'd be nice, if it's some type of colored stone that would make it, you know? Oh my goodness. Just the visual of that in my head. I love it. I just I just think it'd be so beautiful. So yeah. All right. I think that if there was a nice jewelry store put within this mall, I think that would be wonderful. And the type of jewelry store that I'm thinking of, it would look like definitely like it belongs within the mall. And it kind of looks like it's a part of the castle or whatever. And each store the way that it will be designed is it will make you think you're going into a room of the castle, except, there will be a nice, good flow, a lot of space or whatever to it, but you will definitely feel like you're inside a big castle. Okay. All right. And as far as this, jewelry store, it would be nice if it had like big screens on the outside that promoted its jewelry, the beautiful gemstones, the metals like gold and silver and all that. If they had, visuals of that and, describing, the different things that they have available. Okay, and then also have what is referred to as pinkered guards, have them standing outside of the jewelry store, even though they won't actually be like real guards. I mean, although I know if something was to break out, surely they would jump in and help, like if there's a robbery or something like that, which let's hope and pray that never happens. But they're actually there just for a visual and also like for tourism and all that type of thing. They're just basically people in costume who, are dressed up that way and for an act, So, they'll pose for pictures, whatever. I think that would be so cool to have that, okay? All right. And then, of course, you've got your various other stores, as I have mentioned. And I definitely want to put the whole Hawaiian-themed store that I have mentioned in a video on back. I just think that would be wonderful, especially if they had it, if this store has drinks and clothing and just different things that, are Hawaiian themed. I still think that would be good for the mall. Yeah, so I just, think that there's just certain things that just would really stand out and really be a good asset for the mall. Okay, something else that I know would bring attraction and bring people to the mall would be a man-made mini beach area. Okay, it's kind of hard to describe this, but I've seen where other malls have created kind of like a beach area or whatever for people to swim. It'd be nice if it could that could be created in this mall. Like on each wing, there will be certain attractions that will be offered to the public, okay? Besides what's going to be happening like in the middle part of the building. And on one wing, definitely the beach area. And it'd be nice for people to be able to go swimming and have everything set up in that room to emulate daytime, nighttime, all that thing. Because I think I would say maybe 10 o'clock, somewhere between 10 o'clock would be a good closing time for this mall at night. And then maybe have it open up around 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. That way people can kind of come in and enjoy themselves. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I got something going on with my lungs here lately, and I apologize for coughing so much. But anyway, have that beach area and have people to be able to come, have fun. They can do like rentals as far as the little old bitty boogie boards or whatever the heck you want to call it that people can. They're not as big as surfboards. You don't want like big surfboard things, but like little small boogie boards or whatever. People can rent those at this beach thing. And people can have fun with that. It can make like little mini waves. People can pretend like they're riding the waves, and they can swim, have a good time. There can be bathrooms and things set up in between this section and the actual mall to where people can then change clothing, go wash off or whatever, rinse off, and then change clothing to go back into the mall. Because inside the mall itself, you don't want wet people in bathing suits walking around. So that should be the policy that, you have to be properly dressed if you're going from the beach area to the actual shopping outlets of the mall. So that's one thing that would need to be made clear. But yet, still, people can go to this thing, enjoy themselves, and there's different things that can be offered to them. They can be offered, snacks and drinks and things like that. There can be little stands set up to where they can go and do that. There can even be like a little mini restaurant set up to where in the restaurant, I mean, everybody can go in. Like if you got on your bathing suit or whatever, that's fine. You can just go sit down, because there'll be like stools. Like there could be like a elongated bar and stools set up, and maybe a few tables here and there, and it can be set up kind of like an 1950s style moon doggy type, you know what I mean? Like that whole vibe that people got from like the 50s and 60s of going out to the beach and all that type of thing. Incorporate that into this little mini restaurant, and people can get their sodas, their floats, all that type of stuff. I mean, that would be so cool. So you could offer that there. And, there's a few different little things that can be offered in this area to sell things that are related to beach activity. You know what I mean? So I think that would be a wonderful thing to be offered to the public, okay? All right. Then switching over to the other wing of the Castle Mall, it would be nice to have a skating area over in here that has, which I know that we have or did have a skating rink. I'm not really 100% sure about that anymore, but it would be nice. I mean, this would be like up to date, all that, a skating rink area for people to come in and skate and have a good time. And, there'd be all kinds of good music being played. And it'd just be a big area for people to just, skate and have a good time. So yeah, I mean, there's so much that can be done. There can be, tables and things set up around for people to go sit down at, and also there can be refreshments that they can order and all that type of thing. So yeah, there could be a really good thing offered here. And there's, in my mind, I just think of all the things that could be added to make it really pretty, and there can be disco lights added, all kinds of things that could just really make this area pop and make it a fun thing for people. Okay, I would hate to think that it would knock out any business that. If the skating rink is still in business, I'm not sure again. I would hate for it to knock it out of business, but at the same time, I would love to see an updated place for people to go and have a good time. And, I just think that it would just be something wonderful to bring attraction to the mall. Okay. But anyway, like I said, I will make another video that will go into better detail of what I'm talking about. And hopefully people out there will like it. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. And also, as I was saying, I would love to see a Coliseum built on the same property of the mall. Okay. Like I have stated in previous videos, it would be nice if this Coliseum was kind of big, not like huge, but pretty good size, to where it could offer not only music shows and plays and things like that, but also there could be all kinds of different expos offered, food expos, technological expos. There can even be competitions like gym competitions. I guess what you say, gymnastics is what I'm trying to say. Just different dance. There could be dance competitions done here. I mean, there's so much that could be done in this Coliseum that would be great attractions. It would bring in talent from out of town and bring in all kinds of people from out of town. And it would bring in a lot of money for this town. So, I really think a Coliseum, it's time. It's time to build up Russellville and to bring in this stuff. If you add certain things together, then you will definitely bring in people, so people gotta think outside the box and get some good PR people in this town that really want to promote it and really want to, get the word out there and create the tickets and things like that, and just really spread the word all across the United States. Just, there's social media that can be used for this, all kinds of different platforms. So the word could really spread, and I just think it would be wonderful. Just like I think a theme park would be wonderful, over on the same side of the road, but on down from the ballpark, on down from the Sloss Lake area. In that patch of land over in there, build a theme park, that has the holographic building, that has the historical building that, deals with historical events and stuff like that. Or, what you'd say, a history museum or whatever. An observatory, science, all that stuff. As well as the actual theme park out front, where all kinds of rides and stuff like that. And you can even have a building that has like different rides in it, like, bumper cars and, carousels and, all kinds of things that can be done indoors. Different types of rides and activities. You could have that at this theme park, as well as in the backyard part. You can build a maze out of bushes and have different statues and different things that people can, come upon as they're exploring this labyrinth of bushes and stuff. And then also at the back part have a little pond, like I said, like a little pond area, and then have like a little island in that pond, and have a lighthouse. I'm talking about a lighthouse where people can actually go inside the lighthouse and go up to the top. But I mean, of course, have it secured where nobody will fall off of it, but have it be like a really good tourist attraction, and people can go inside it and explore around, and there'd be like a bridge going to the island, like maybe one bridge on one side, another bridge on the other, and people can really explore the property. You pay a fee or buy tickets or whatever, and you can explore. You can either have like a ticket that gives you complete access for the whole day, or you could just buy tickets to certain features of this theme park, however, they want to do it. But I just think there's just so much that could be done with this that would bring in the people. But again, it's going to take good PR people. It's going to take word to get out in order to show people that, Russellville is ready for change. Russellville is ready for tourism. And it can be done easily. You just gotta find the way to finance it, get it built, and get it going. So, and all these things would bring jobs. Just think of the jobs that all this stuff could generate. And then the money, the profits that all this could generate. I mean, it would just be awesome. And that's all I'm going to say for now on that. I will talk more later. Bye.